The AirPods Max, are they worth the hefty price tag? No, not really. Hi, my name is Ben, welcome to the channel. If you enjoy this video, remember you can see all the other content that I've made on tech and gaming below. If you also enjoy and want to see all the latest videos as well, remember to hit that subscribe button, it's really appreciated. Okay, so I don't want this review to come across as negative at all, because there is a lot to love about the AirPods Max. But reviewing a piece of tech for consumers, you have to try and be as objective as possible. And that is what I've tried to do in this review. These are Apple's first attempt into the world of over-the-ear headphones, coming from the prestigious line of AirPods, which have become the most popular pair of headphones in the world. And you can also see my review of the AirPods Pro up here as well. So Apple claim a perfect balance of exhilarating high-fidelity audio and the effortless magic of AirPods. The ultimate personal listening experience is here. And for the most part, they are correct. Apple's integration in their own ecosystem does mean that this is the most seamless connectivity between an iPhone and headphones that you can get. And these headphones are incredibly high fidelity. So what's the catch? So for a rundown of this video, I'll leave a timestamp below as well. So to break this review down, I'll go through the hardware, the software, things like the battery life, importantly, the audio, and then an overall conclusion about this and its competition. So let's break down that hardware and software. The AirPods Max are an incredibly premium feeling device, and they should be, and they are, what we expect from Apple. If you were to pick these up, you would definitely not be disappointed with how these feel. Apple here have combined an aluminium driver design with a detachable fabric cloth ear cup. A mesh headband which leads to overall an incredibly well-fitting and unique design. Now let me know in the comments below if these design choices are to your preference. I really do feel as though these are completely different to a lot of headphones on the market. I do think it'll come down to personal preference if you like them or not. Overall, I really did like the design aesthetics of these headphones, but they definitely come with some setbacks, which I'll discuss later. On the AirPods themselves, you'll notice a few hardware features. So these are connected through Lightning, so very much similar to your iPhone, but not your Mac or any other devices that anybody else makes now. So no USB-C here. You'll also notice little cutouts around the AirPods. Now these are for the 9 microphones that Apple use for active noise cancellation and transparency mode, which is really cool. Predominantly what you'll be using is the digital crown and single button. Now the button, this isn't a power button, this is just to activate and deactivate transparency mode and noise cancellation. The digital crown is a slightly larger version of what you see on an Apple Watch, and it is very good. You get a noisable clicking noise once you use it, so you know that you're actively using the crown. It's very subtle, but very nice. Overall, you can definitely tell this is a true Apple device with the minimalism that they've gone here. Basically, the only writing is the left and right for the ear cups, and that's pretty much it. Now, other hardware to note, unfortunately, is that case. I'll keep this part short and sweet like many other reviewers. There isn't much really good to talk about with this case. It's possibly one of the worst designed accessories I've ever seen on any product. I had the white version, which I'll be honest, even though it only stayed in my house, got scuffed within a few weeks. Hopefully once the market matures and third parties get involved, they'll actually be able to create some usable cases, ones that, protect the whole headband and allow you to charge much easier. It's really disappointing that Apple didn't think of the target market of these headphones, which is, yes, people using them indoors, but people that will eventually be able to travel and put them in a bag. This case is completely useless for that need. What's also quite mystifying is the fact that the AirPods and the AirPods Pro have possibly the most usable case out of any headphone ever made. It just is pretty mystifying. So the software experience is absolutely incredible, as you would expect from Apple. If you've used any AirPod device before in the past, this is pretty much exactly the same experience with them using two H1 chips. This means pretty much instant connectivity to iOS and supposedly macOS 10 devices. Using this with an iPhone, you could even see in my unboxing that as soon as this is opened, it triggers the iPhone to let you know that you want to pair. Within, I would say, less than a minute, you are paired and connected and ready to go. Something I did note, which is really important to myself, was its actual connectivity to macOS 10. Now, I don't know why, but the integration just doesn't seem to be as smooth as it is with iOS. For video calls, which I did use these a lot for, it was a little bit of a pain having to go into sound preferences, making sure it was connected, just nowhere near as integrated as the phone. But overall, if anyone's going to make an integration with software as good as it can be, it's going to be Apple with their own hardware and software platforms. It's very good. So when it comes to battery life, obviously a big factor in wireless headphones, especially these, which you have to have power in to work at all. Apple quote for 20 hours of battery life, and I've not done testing myself, so I kind of have to take it off their word, and other reviewers have pretty much confirmed it is around 20 hours. Now, this is actually kind of good, but also fairly low against some of the competition, especially Sony, who bat out over 30 hours with their XM4s. One thing that I do like, again, with that integration to iOS, is with widgets and the battery widget, you can actually see how charged your AirPods Max are. So if you do see that they are running a little bit low, you can just top them up. But if you are at home using these most of the day, I would say you're probably gonna get 2 or 3 days of full proper use out of the AirPods. Right, so the most important thing with headphones, audio. So off the bat, I am not a self-confessed audiophile, but I absolutely love music and podcasts and movies, even if my taste is incredibly questionable. But as I've got older, I have had more of an appreciation for better and nicer sounding headphones. So overall, where do the AirPods fit in my experience? Overall, I think these are really nice sounding headphones. Apple have gone for, I think, quite an inoffensive sound profile to basically make sure that people are very happy with them. The bass is definitely there, but it's not too heavy, and the vocals definitely stand out. They're very clear. Now, as I say, I'm not an audiophile. I can't talk about frequencies or anything like that, but overall, my experience of them using Tidal in the Master, I think they're probably what the peak of Bluetooth headphones in our capacity currently can reach. They're very good. In terms of some of the features that Apple have tried to offer, one of them that definitely stands out is spatial audio. Now, spatial audio doesn't work for audio, whereas the Sony's and their virtual surround sound has kind of gone for a music-based system. Apple are definitely aiming this towards movies. So if you're using an iPad, I think that is going to be really good for travel. I think you're going to have a great immersive experience when it comes to using spatial audio. Overall, my use of headphones definitely comes down to more music and podcasts than it does movies. I kind of prefer a soundbar and a big TV when it comes to movies. So with spatial audio, don't think that that is going to add a huge amount of 3D audio effects. It's definitely more for movies. So the sound stage as well on the AirPods Max is quite incredible for a closed back pair of headphones. When you combine that with the great audio quality, great sound stage, overall, if you do pick these up, I don't think you're going to be disappointed by the quality of the sound that you get out of them. Now, for an even more in-depth and definitely more in-depth analysis, I highly recommend to check out Snazzy Lab's review of the AirPods. He is definitely an audiophile. It's about half an hour, but if you are considering buying these and genuinely thinking of spending $550 or £550, I definitely recommend to go and watch that. But my overall thoughts, I think Apple have made a great pair of headphones here. They really are, for a first attempt, brilliant. Very much like the HomePod, they have gone for audio first and kind of premium feel to try and penetrate the market. The difficulty is, what market are they trying to sell these in? Now, I might be wrong here, but I think if you are hardcore about audio, you probably are already invested or looking to invest in, well, wired headphones. There is no denying that the quality that you will get out of wired headphones is much better than the limitations that come with Bluetooth headphones. It's just fact. With that, you're probably looking at open back headphones, DACs, amps, just all of these things that go into a wired setup. You just can't recreate that with Bluetooth, unfortunately. And let's be honest, that wired headphone market is quite niche. So are Apple trying to penetrate that market? I don't think so. So the other one is the mass market consumer level premium headphone. So the main players in this are Sony with the XM4s and Bose with the 700s and the QC2s. When you look across the board, all of them have incredible active noise cancellation. They all offer things like transparency mode. They all work off Bluetooth, and that is probably why there are so many comparison videos on YouTube currently of those three headphones competing against each other. But this is where we come back to the top of this video. As much as I've tried to be subjective about these headphones, there is one fundamental fact that this always comes back to with these headphones: the price. At $550, £550, these are pretty much twice as expensive as the Bose and Sony equivalents. Now, yes, you are getting a more premium feel with that, but fundamentally, they're doing the same job. And while the AirPods do sound great, they do feel incredibly premium. Can we class these as being twice as good as a competition? Well, no, I don't even think close. Which does make this product almost impossible to recommend to most people. While the original AirPods did bring a brand new and revolutionary technology of truly wireless earbuds, unfortunately, we've already been in a quite established market of great quality over-the-ear Bluetooth headphones for quite some time. And overall, it has to be said, for a first-gen attempt, this is quite good, but there are also a lot of things that need to be fixed on the AirPods before anyone could recommend them for £550. Overall, yes, they are a premium feel, but that premium feel comes with weight, and they are just a bit too heavy for things like traveling and using all day. You definitely feel the weight with them, so they need to shed some pounds. Not being able to fold them up and put them in a proper case is absolutely disastrous when it comes to the portability of these. Honestly, you can't buy these for almost that one reason alone. No wired option included in the box is, I think, just a bit rude from Apple. And I really do think that the next gen should include that wired option as well. And actually, after just a few weeks, the ear cups I did notice had already started to warp. And that's only after a few weeks of indoor use. It does worry me what these will be like after a year of more hardcore use. So really, for £550, I wanted perfection with these. Unfortunately, they're just not perfect. A lot of the time, there is enough reason to justify Apple's premium tax that comes along with their products. But with the AirPods Max, I just can't see how you could choose these over the Sonys and the Bose. Apart from if you have the money and don't like the fit and finish of them and really do love Apple, I can't see how you would choose these at all. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some use out of it. Now, if you did, I am trying to hit a pretty crazy 50,000 subscribers this year. So if you did enjoy the video, hit subscribe below and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.